Your next comic was recently featured on Kill Tony, the #1 live podcast in the world. And she's lovely. Make some noise for Jo Ellis, everybody.
Thank you, Patrick. I really appreciate you inviting me out. I don't think this green works for me. I don't know. I was staring at it the whole time. I'm like, do I get in it? Does it mess up all of the video that I'm recording? I don't know. My name is Jo Ellis, and I've served in the military for 16 years as a Black Hawk pilot.
Wow.
Thank you. I would hold your applause because a few months ago, President Trump, he fired me for being trans. He said, "Happy Pride Month, you're fired." So I figured I'd start my career in stand-up comedy. I hear it's very lucrative, so here I am, giving it my best shot. You know, I was always self-conscious about my voice. I thought it would give me away for being trans. But men I've been with actually said it was my dick. Yeah. That answered that question. You know, when I walk into a room and men find out I'm trans, they ask themselves 2 questions. Does she still have a dick? And then they say, well, would I fuck her? And the answer is yes, 9 times out of 10. Sir, you with the glasses, I see you, you were wondering. It's yes. It's yes. Being fired for being trans is not the only surprise I had this year. I was also accused of crashing my Black Hawk into the airliner in DC back in January. I don't know if y'all saw that, it kind of blew up. Yeah, there it is. Accused of being a trans terrorist that committed a murder-suicide, killing 67 people, including myself. Quite a feat. I'm not sure if I can top that. Like, how do you become more famous than being dead? I don't think it can be done. I think I peaked a little early on that one. I can't even go and crash my Black Hawk now intentionally because no one would fucking believe it. They'd be like, this bitch, no, she ain't dead. Fool me once. I mean, you all know the rest. I don't want to have a George Bush moment. Fool me once. Yeah, a little conservative history for y'all. During the doxing process, when they were putting my whole family at risk, it was really scary. The online mob was coming after me. I was trending #2 on Twitter that weekend. Not to brag, but yeah, it was really scary, and they found out I'm converting to Judaism. Strange fact. Any Jews here? No, only the superior race. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. It's okay, I can make that joke. I'm Jewish. Yeah. If you haven't noticed, my hobby lately is collecting identities that people hate. You know, I've got trans, I've got Jew-ish, I've got woman-ish, I'm really into CrossFit. We never shut up about that. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's like being a vegan, right? I think the worst, though, my favorite band is Nickelback. Yeah, that's the worst offense. That's the worst offense. You can't come back from that. I'm pretty much a DEI wet dream. If DEI wasn't dead, I would be living the dream. But this is what you voted for, America. I could have been flying my Black Hawk right now, but instead I'm here telling dick jokes. That's worth $1 million of military training, right? Dick jokes? I think so. Yeah, Doge approved. I was married for 11 years to a lovely woman, and we're no longer together. And in fact, she's my #1 still. She still supports me, and she's right here. And she's still supporting me. Yeah, give it up for her. Give it up for her. She's actually here with her boyfriend, who I've never met before until tonight. And when she told me she was bringing him, I was like, I gotta hand it to him. That's brave. To come to a comedy show where the ex is performing and could dedicate 10 minutes to just them. No, it is really cool. It's pretty interesting. He's actually from Belgium. And he does kind of look like the singer in Eurovision, right? Like, he's a good-looking guy. He's really a good-looking guy. It's kind of funny because Belgium, like, that was where our honeymoon was. It was almost like some foreshadowing going on. And if you haven't been to Belgium, it's really beautiful. We were in Bruges, And in Bruges, there's all these chocolate shops down the street, and they have chocolate in the windows, and they have interesting shapes. There was a lot of chocolate penises. And it made me wonder, if Belgium is known for, chocolate-shaped penises, does a Belgian penis taste like chocolate? She won't tell me. I've asked. And what flavors would it be? Like white, milk, dark? Does it matter with the ethnicity? I mean, there's got to be a cream filling, right? Like, if you're good. No, it's really cool. My ex is actually from Poland originally. He's from Belgium. I'm American. It's like a NATO summit where once again the American did all the work and the Europeans get the benefits. Another poli-sci joke for y'all. Thank you so much. So much, yeah. It makes sense that she would ease back into men with someone from Belgium because she's kind of bossy. She likes to call the shots, and Belgium is known for giving up early, That's a historical reference to World War II. They did surrender pretty quick. I think it was 18 minutes they lasted. Hopefully he lasts longer. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do any more. I promised I would be good. So, I was married to her for 11 years, and when I came out to her as trans, she said, "Joe, I love you, but I see you as a woman now, and I'm just not into women like that." And on the one hand, that's really affirming to be seen, and on the other hand, it fucking sucks, because I still loved her, and we're still compatible in every way except the bedroom. And early on, I tried to make it work. I said things like, well, we could turn off the lights. You could close your eyes. Just like straight couples do it. It didn't work. At one point, she was like, well, Joe, you don't even have a hairy chest anymore, and I like that about you. It's like, shit, is that all this takes? Like, I'm trans. I'm 1 degree separation from a furry. I could put on a costume and make that work. It didn't work, no. And because I'm religious, I prayed. I got down on my knees and I prayed. And I said, dear God, please make my wife a lesbian. And this is the best posture for praying. We get your knees, hips, shoulders in line, eyes are closed. But I was raised Protestant. Now the Catholics, they have a slightly different posture, and you gotta keep your eyes open, otherwise he doesn't answer your prayers. I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you. Yes, blowjob jokes, religion jokes. We do it all here in Richmond. What I'm really trying to say is you can't pray them to become gay any more than you can pray them to be straight. Conversion therapy doesn't work either direction. Otherwise, I would be pro-conversion therapy, pro-converting my wife into loving me again. That's a little sad, but it's okay. She still loves me in her own way. So I am dating now, and I date men and women. I've never dated men before, so this is new. And it's interesting. I'm what they would call a pansexual, or as I call it, I'll take any sexual. As you can tell, I'm just lonely. Anything, doesn't matter. Bi women tend to like me the most, and they stay on the best of both worlds. And I think you can understand based on what I've described. I'm emotionally available, and I can still open jars. See, y'all thought I was going to go dirty on that one, but I didn't. I took the high road, but y'all are in the gutter. You're a dirty, dirty crowd, Richmond. Dirty, dirty crowd. It is great to be here. I was in Austin, Texas, where I was doing Kill Tony, among other shenanigans. And it's nice to be back in Richmond. This is my hometown, and I love it here. And it's really hot in Richmond, too. I mean, in Texas. And that's not great for makeup and plastic surgery. But no, one thing I did have in common with people in Texas is they're pro-Second Amendment, and I too am pro-Second Amendment. Anyone else here pro-Second Amendment? Guns? You like your guns? Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I love my guns. Us trannies are always packing something. No, I love my guns. I love them so much. Every time someone's mean to me online or in person, I actually buy another gun. And it's getting excessive. I buy so many guns. Like, I only came out of the closet to make room for more guns. That's actually That's actually how much I love the guns. Let's see here. One more, I think, right? Love the guns. And, it's interesting because I'm on hormones. People ask me, well, Joe, should you be around guns? Because I've heard that, all the hormone therapy and stuff you're on makes you unstable and dangerous. And I said, no, I'll get emotional every once in a while, kind of like a woman on her period, but not unstable. I mean, not unstable enough to shoot up a Catholic school. Thank you so much for y'all's time. My name is Jo Ellis. Have a good one. Give it up for Patrick Logan!
Great set. Thank you.
One more time for Jo Ellis, everybody. We still have